Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, Dramageddon 3, what else is coming? Everybody has been asking what kind of thing is going to come up, what can people expect. We've already touched on a lot of things in my past handful of videos that were coming and have already come true, and then things that are still yet to come. And so let's look into this more today, shall we? If you are new here, I am both a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and on this channel we take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, then you can join the family here. Let's go ahead and get into this, because I am hoping to make this video not as long as some of my other videos have been. I greatly appreciate y'all who have stuck with it anyway, but daggum, it's been a lot. Let's also see if we can make it through this entire video without the dogs running their mouths in the background, right? I got 3 chihuahuas, y'all, and the highlight of their day is if someone from the post office shows up at the door. What's ironic about this whole thing is their daddy, my boyfriend, is a UPS delivery guy. I'm like, you do realize you're just barking at daddy's colleagues. You do realize that, don't you? Lord. So, anywho, we'll see. We got one napping down here. Hopefully he's going to be good. The other 2 are loose somewhere out there. It is what it is. Okay, so let's get started into this. What in the world else can we expect? I imagine there's probably going to be a lot going here, and it's probably going to be all kinds of scrambled. I'll try to unscramble it as best as I can, but I am no miracle worker by any stretch. So, what is it that Gabby Hanna says? Manage your expectations. Y'all, forgive me. Forgive me for saying that. Okay, so let's get into this. What can we expect? What can we expect? Alright. It's not surprising that we would start off with that. Okay. Yeah, so far, not surprising. Let me pull some clarifiers, get more context. Everybody on here getting used to me talking about context. I do like it. Gives me more to go off on. Okay. Before I pull cards, I always do an opening with my spirit guides, asking them to connect with me and help me in this co-creative process of pulling cards for the highest good of all sentient kind. I ask that they help me pull the most accurate cards in the most accurate ways and all of that stuff, and I have a little talk with them beforehand where I say, if you show me this card, I'm going to assume you're trying to tell me this, and if you show me this card, I'm going to assume you're trying to tell me this, so partner with me on that. This was one of the cards that I talked to them ahead of time about partnering with me on. So, here we go. I haven't washed my hair. Deal with it. I'm doing the best I can, y'all. Okay, so, what I am seeing here. First of all, apparently there are some certain things that are supposed to come out. About this whole Dramageddon 3, Karmageddon, whatever you want to call it. I've heard both things. Things that are supposed to come out. People are saying, I've seen on Twitter, people saying, things aren't actually going to come out. People are building up the hype and nothing's going to come out. If it was, then it would have happened already. What this card is saying is that there are things that are already, currently, right now, planned to come out. There are things that are literally planned to be released. However, it's going to be kind of slower than what people are wanting it to be. You know, us with all of our immediate gratification complexes, it's going to be slower than that because there are some people have to get their ducks in a row about it first. There are some things to consider that you can't just outright and put information out. There has to be some form of strategy, some form of preparedness, some form of double checking, fact checking, checking for legalities, checking for, you know, all of that kind of stuff. There's got to be things that people have to go through first, and that's what's going on now. That's what's going on now. That's why it can't really get started just yet, because people have been up to this point kind of checking on all of that and getting all of that in place. Let me see if this brings anything else. Yeah, people are having to make some decisions here about what they want to do, if they want to do it, if it's going to be good enough, if it's going to be okay to put out there. That's interesting. So more than just things coming out, say, against Jeffree Star, there are things that Jeffree wants out there too. Huh. There are things he wants out there too. Things that he wants out there too. He's got some certain friends, I guess I should say, confidants, however you want to put it. He's got some certain people that he has, for lack of a better word, please don't, you know, kill me at my words here, that he has enlisted to help him kind of disseminate some certain information some type of way. But I get the Judgment card in reverse, which is kind of saying things won't go well. And I've said this in some of my past readings, my previous readings on this, that the things that he tries, the things that he says, the way that he responds to people, the way that he reacts to things, there is an inherent sloppiness going on, and people are seeing through certain things. Like, there are more people now who feel like they have awakened to kind of things, certain things that are going on, and they're going to kind of call it out when they see it. It's not going to be something that really that can really land well and make the impacts that he wants. So it's kind of like, forgive this this way of putting it, but it's kind of like rearranging the furniture on the Titanic. That I've said this in a previous video. If the Titanic is still going to sink, it doesn't really matter how you've rearranged the furniture, but go ahead if that's what you want to do with your energy. And there's kind of an aspect of that type of saying that applies here. There's an aspect of that. Let me pull another one on that. Okay. There is some woman associated with this whole ordeal who is having racing thoughts, trying to figure out what to say, what to do, what to think, you know, all of that. There are also aspects of this impacting another woman. So we have someone who's ambitious, an ambitious, forward-moving type woman. We also have a woman who's more emotional, like just literally all emotions all the time. And there's a lot going on with them, trying to figure things out, trying to think about it. This card, at least one of them is likely to be kind of reckless in this time. And when I get that card, I have an idea. Come on, Spirit. Tell me who. I have an idea. Is it who I'm thinking? Oh, man. Y'all. It's almost like, because here, we have the Lover's card in reverse here. Sometimes that kind of means like agreements broken. or contracts broken. It's almost like there are some women here that are what I'm feeling. Again, the cards are just things that come up with pictures that inspire me to have a thought, and I say the thought, and that's what happens. So there's a lot of things here that it's hard to explain how I read, but I read how I read, and so far I've been having a real good track record with things coming true. So my process is my process here. But what I'm seeing here is like there's at least one woman, but it looks like possibly more. And again, could be men who are more feminine in certain ways as well, energetically feminine too, but have some sort of agreements with Jeffree Star, maybe even something kind of contractual with Jeffree Star, like you scratch my back, I scratch yours, quid pro quo, some kind of something going on, some kind of something. Here I go. South Carolina's coming out. Some kind of something going on where, yeah, there's an agreement. There's a quid pro quo here. There's some kind of, but there's something about that is reckless. Why would that be reckless? What there's, that's the anxiety and paranoia card, the death card. Aha! Okay, now it's making sense. So the recklessness means because at some point these agreements aren't going to be able to last forever. At some point the pressure is going to keep building and building and building, and whether this is, again, this could take a while. Old slow over here. It could take a while, but it's kind of like the pressure is building to the point that some people who are in that close-knit circle may feel pressured to have to break an agreement some sort of way. And again, agreement could be very informal. Like agreement could just be, hey, you have my word as a friend that I'll have your back. It could be that. It may not be super formalized, but it also could be. This is the paranoia card, and the death card upright is talking about things have to end. We have to make transitions. This can't go on anymore. We have to move forward into the new. This is the old way of thinking, the old way of doing things, the old way of acting, speaking, being, and it's not going to fly like that anymore. We have to move forward into the new energy, the new way of being, where people are more authentic, genuine, honest, and self-aware and things of that nature. And it's kind of like there are people who are going to kind of, for lack of a better word, jump ship. We talked about the Titanic a second ago. There's going to be people from that camp that kind of have to feel like they have to jump ship at some point. Don't know how public that will be. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying I see it in the cards. Yeah, there's some kind of emotional thing going on with all that's got to end. Because with the World card, again, this is kind of tying a bow around something. Tying a bow around something, saying, okay, this is over. This has got to end as well. So some kind of an emotional hold that isn't going to be able to hold too long, as well. Here we go on these things, though. I really want more information on this because this one was the doozy. Remember that I was kind of talking about. Ooh, okay. One on this side. Wow. One on this side. Okay. So, there is somebody, and I'm thinking it's a male, who either knows of something that legally doesn't stand up straight, or is involved in something that legally doesn't stand up straight, and he is having to make a decision on whether to come out with this information or not. Okay, let me just pull some more on this. Oh, what do we have going on here? Lord have mercy. You know how, for whatever reason, in these readings, the Empress has been chosen as the James Charles card. I don't know. For whatever reasons, that's what's coming up. And then there's the Devil card coming after it. Some kind of extremity, some kind of negativity, some kind of a not good thing. Oh God, okay. What do we have here? Am I gonna be allowed to post this video? I'm starting to sweat. What do we have? Ooh, heartbreak. Yeah, we know James Charles went through some really bad devilish crap, got his heart broken over it, had to walk away from the drama, and it disrupted the family. Again, we keep talking about the family in all of these videos. People like the Jeffree, Shane, Tati, James, you know, all that kind of stuff with having to walk away from the family. There's more stuff about this. Okay, so oh dear. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. My brain is going a million miles an hour with this because I'm seeing things in here that I'm like, wait, what? Okay, hold on. So let me break this down. Let me pull these things and break this down piece by piece. I'm trying here, but whoa, this is a lot in just this little section. So, what it was saying, somebody, probably a guy, has some kind of information that either he has information about something that legally doesn't stand, or he is involved in something that legally doesn't stand and has to make a decision about whether or not to come out with that information. This information is either about James Charles or is something James Charles has. There's something here involving James Charles, bringing him up, and then it's about James Charles's cancellation because, you know, the bad things that happened broke his heart, had to walk away from it, about the family. There's information that has not come to light yet. There's stuff that we still don't know. A lot of things that are still being hidden. And y'all, this card is always my card about Nathan Schwant, Jeffree's ex. And this card here is like distancing myself from this, walking away, putting some kind of distance. So I know in one of my previous readings, Nathan came up and it said that the card said he really doesn't want to speak up on this, and that there are some things he can't speak up on for some sort of legal repercussion concerns that he can't speak up on, but there are things that he could speak up on, he just doesn't want to. And in that reading it said there are some incentives involved, and I don't know if incentives means money or if incentives means blackmail, peer pressure, something, I don't know. May I please also say all of this is alleged. All of this is just all alleged. Look, I'm just a girl playing with cards. But so there are things that are kind of incentivizing him about whether or not to speak, whatever the incentive is. And here I see him kind of putting some distance, trying to kind of walk away from some of this stuff. Shane! This is our Shane card. And he's in reverse. Nate's also in reverse, because it says Nate knows things, but he doesn't want to share things, which I know there probably are things he can't share, so I get it why he's not sharing those things, but there are things he could share and he's not sharing. So what do you feel about somebody who knows something and there are things they could say but what they're withholding because of some sort of reason. Something's making them withhold the information. This is our Shane Dawson card. You've seen it in all the readings that we've already done. This is our Shane Dawson card, and he's in reverse, which means there's something here that he's... Oh, dear. Okay. What I will say is that in these readings that we've done, we've seen both Shane and Jeffree come up as having a big part in this in a negative way. And those things have been coming out as I've said them. But also in here, in the cards, in all the past readings, it has said that of the two of them, if we were supposed to rank which one was worse, allegedly, that Jeffree has done worse things and has had worse intentions along the way than Shane has had. But that Shane is not innocent in this. He came up here again, and here we have the card about if you want things to go well and be okay, then this is all alleged, but it kind of looks like Shane may have reached out to Nate, or Shane may have spoken to Nate. I don't know when. I don't know if this is something very recent, like during the Dramageddon, Karmageddon spiel, or if it was just, you know, a little earlier on, before all the crap hit the fan. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like he may have touched base with Nate on some things. And it looks like, I'm trying to be careful about what I say here, because obviously none of these things are facts. This is all alleged. This is all cards. This is just reading the energy of the cards. So I don't want to say anything and, you know, have people run with it as if it's fact. I have to be careful about that. Fall from grace, not being able to move forward on something, issues about the family, problems with commitment, not wanting to put things out there. I think, y'all, it looks like Nate's in a hard place because there are people out there that are pushing him hard to share. That are like, dude, you have to say something, you have to give us something, you got to do something. And then at the same time, there are people, remember how I said incentivizing and something, some kind of way, there are people who are getting to him that are trying to suppress some info too, or who are trying to oversee and manage what gets said and how it gets said, or what gets leaked and how it gets leaked, or something like that. There's some micromanaging going on here. Breaking of commitments. This card is talking about not being able to come out and say something to go from some rocky place to a smoother place. Sometimes this is a card that represents the internet. Poor Nate. Nate's in a tough spot with this. Something's going on with that. And here, okay, let me get, before I get too far into it, here, ooh. Okay. Again, all alleged. Here's fighting. Okay, conflict and fighting. This card has come up in the past talking about Jeffree before and stuff that we've done. Career, behind the scenes. He allegedly, Jeffree behind the scenes is kind of even still controlling some of these things. I think that there are certain like fights going on right now that he, with Career, is planning, organizing, orchestrating, behind the scenes, staying low. It's like taking the heat off of himself, or distraction, diversion, or something like that. Allegedly, because he feels like he has to defend himself. This is a way he's defending himself. One of the ways Jeffree is defending himself is diversion tactics. One of the ways he's defending himself is diverting attention away from things. And he's looking out and waiting to see, I've done this, waiting and watching. How is this going to help? How is this going to make it be what I'm saying? The collaboration card, people working on this with him together. Timing. What about timing? Ooh. Okay, hold on. Okay, wow. Okay. This one's intense, y'all. This is an intense reading. Timing, it involves money. So something about these things are being done in a certain way, in a certain time. Money, it's possible people are getting paid to do this. I don't know if I want to say that. But this makes me feel like it's possible people are getting paid. Dishonesty, lack of integrity. Our Dramageddon 3 card, the tower crumbling down. This is the card we got like last week, whenever it was like, people were saying, is Dramageddon 3 gonna happen? Is that on the horizon? And this card came out, and it's like, yes, Dramageddon 3 is started. It's on the way. And then boom, a couple days after that, we were full into the mix of it. It was full on. We were into it. Don't fight the hand that feeds. If you rat on me, I rat on you, because we both have crap on each other. Queen of Swords. This is often my Tati card. Laying low. Ooh, hold on. Really? Laying low. Okay, Tati laying low for a while, trying to figure out what to do, and we've already had the Tati video. The video I just released was about Tati, and it was kind of showing how she's waffling back and forth, how, she wants to come out and speak and say things, and yet there are things that are not together enough for her to say things, and there are aspects of her that's like, how involved do I want to get in this? Because whoa, there's just some, there's a weird flip-flopping, waffling type of energy in her where, you can imagine about come back and speak on this, not how much do I say, how much do I not, how much do I play a part in this, how much do I not, especially after everything that she's gone through. This card here is talking about kind of sneaking around and doing things in ways that are kind of up to no good, being shifty and sneaky, up to no good. Kind of this card can sometimes be like a spy card, spying on things, seeing how things are going. Then we get this man. Yeah. This is the King of Swords in reverse. Hold on. Whoa, okay. In all these readings that I've done, it keeps coming up, Tati and a man, Tati and a man. So there it goes again with talking about Tati laying low because there's shifty stuff going on. Whether or not she's involved in that shifty stuff, I don't know, but laying low because there's shifty stuff going on, but she is watching everything. She's seeing what's going down and seeing what's playing out. Here's that man with her again. Who is the man? Is it her husband? Who is it? Who's this man behind the scenes? Then we get this card, which is often coming up as an attorney card. and the Wheel of Fortune upright. So it's almost like she's consulting with attorneys. She and this man are consulting with attorneys on something related to this. And that's come up too. Remember in the past videos that I've done, it's said that some of the information not coming forward is because people have to make sure it's completely legal for them to do it, so that they're not going to get sued for defamatory statements, slander, whatever. And then people are also worried about coming forward because if I try to help in canceling him, I could get canceled because there are things that he has on me, kind of thing. So there's people that aren't coming forward because of both of those things. There's some kind of, Tati's checking the legality of something. Tati and this guy, whoever this guy is that keeps coming up, they're checking the legality of something. Yeah, because she doesn't want to get hurt again. She doesn't want to get, like, this is like her feeling canceled and not being able to get back up. It's like she doesn't want to go through something where she gets canceled again and can't get back up. This is a card about a breaking in a relationship. This is about not being able to let go. Breaking up in a relationship, not being able to let go. Feeling like it's not really over. And in some ways, without meaning to, self-sabotage on her behalf. Feeling overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed. Doesn't know what to do with this to make it better. Y'all, there's a lot going on here with this. So she's a part of this camp of getting her ducks in a row. She's a part of that. This is something that's supposed to come out that it's almost like it's hard to get it out there because something's like stopping it from getting out there. So there's planning going around that. Like something's not being able to be out there to get presented to everyone, and we have to plan to figure out what we can do to get it out there. To bring forward a message about Jeffree Star. There we go again. Yep. Okay, certain people not wanting to speak, extra responsibility, trying to figure it out about the breaking up of this family that we keep calling it. Yeah, wanting to bring something forward. Disappointed in... Okay, so it's like people just... There's something going on that there are people, like multiple people, working on something, and it looks to me like an expose. It looks to me like an expose because it's a whole ass project. Like, it's not like here's a piece of information. It's like, no, this is kind of a project. Like, this is something substantial. And it's like wanting to get that off the ground, but they're having a hard time getting that off the ground. I don't know what's getting in the way, but this is kind of like, hello, I'm waiting, I'm working on it, you know, this is taking a while, whatever. There's something being worked on, some kind of a project being worked on to try to get it out from under the ground. Or out off to the, what, you know what I'm trying to say, Lord, y'all, there's too much going on here. I can't even English anymore. Like what the hell? This is, yeah, having trouble moving forward with something, but this is also like people being too hasty with things too. So there's something going on in this group. Like, there's some kind of an organization issue going on in this group. Somebody in this group, somebody or some people in this group are having control issues over this and are perhaps even maybe motivated by greed in some ways. I'm going to throw that out there, allegedly. That's adding to this having a difficult time getting off the ground. Receipts! Here's our receipts card. There are receipts. These people have a whole project. They have receipts. They have stuff here. They have stuff here. Yes. Exchanging of hands. Information exchanging of hands. That's where we go with the receipts again. They're still collecting information. They're building a project. This is an expose project. They're collecting information. They're going to exchange of hands. This is something that could potentially... This could do a lot if it were to be able to come to fruition. this would be able to do a lot. Whew, there's so much information in this, I don't even know what all I've said. Like, a lot of times I have to rewatch my videos because I'm so in the zone when I'm pulling the cards that I don't even know what all I have said. I have to rewatch it just to know what all I've said. Like, this was a lot. I'm sweating up a storm. It's nasty. I need to stop on this. What do y'all think? There's a lot of things up in here that came up for question, and I really want to know what y'all think. There's a lot of times y'all are able to follow things a lot more closely than I am. You have some leads that I don't know about, information that I don't know about. You follow people I don't follow, and you know things. What are your thoughts on some of these things? Because there's a lot of craziness going on in this one. And if you want to book a private reading with me for your own things going on in your own life, email me here, beestalksandtarot@gmail.com. We can set up a private reading for anybody who's interested in that. I'm interested in your thoughts because this is crazy. See, I just gotta pop and crack everything. I can't. And we magically got through this video without any dogs barking. I think I was able to manage a video one time where I didn't curse, maybe, hopefully. All of this is alleged. Lord help, please. Alleged. Anywho, look at me, y'all. I made a video under 40 minutes long. Hey, can we get a high five? 1, 2, 3. Do it. 1, 2, 3. High five. Boom. Yes. I feel like we did one of those high fives where we missed. We probably missed. Sorry, I'm awkward. So anyway, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, please. Subscribe if you want to see some of the videos you maybe haven't seen of mine before, or if you want to keep following how things are going. I do more videos than just Dramageddon videos, but apparently that's what I've been doing here lately because that's been like the thing going on. So I haven't really had any time to do any side videos. But I reckon if you subscribe and do the notification bell, then I will see you on the next one then, huh? Alrighty. Talk at you later. Bye.